Nigeria Info.
All right, good morning. 92.3 Nigeria Info. My name is Ifeami Andrew. We'll look at some headlines now. We begin with what's on the Punch newspaper for a start. Don't forget to join the conversation on Facebook at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. You get the opportunity to not only listen but watch at the same time. The lead headline on the Punch: 2027 power shift. Opposition weakens as more PDP governors, senators eye APC. Nimet workers strike disrupt flights. Federal government meets union today. INEC moves to legalize voting with PVC. Court orders 54 banks to return 9.3 billion naira stolen by hackers. Minister, others advocate mandatory female running mates for president. Killings. Tinubu demands fresh security blueprint from intelligence chiefs. And Dangote, Mikano, 103 others get federal government's tax waivers. All of these headlines you find on the Punch newspaper. And if we go over to the Vanguard, you'd also find a few here in this one says, anti-party activities. Atiku Wike should leave PDP immediately. Bode George. Another one here says, proposed coalition. PDP not Atiku's private business. Bode George. 2027. Tinubu tightens grip on Southeast, South in gale of defections. And your reforms inflict hunger, poverty on masses. NLC tells IMF delegation. I don't think you should blame the IMF for the reform. It is the people that are accepting and acting with the reform that you should not ask questions, because IMF don't live in the country. We have a government that should know better. So if they choose to go with what IMF is saying, which a lot of the other countries in Europe don't, at least not every time, I mean, that should tell you a lot. So I don't think IMF will make their postulations, suggestions, and so on and so forth. But then it is also within the government's rights to make its own studies and come up with policies that are locally fitting for the situation we have in our country. That said, let's go to the phone lines. 0817-923-0007. You can also call 0817-923-0002. On Facebook at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Several comments already. Obina says, good morning. The reckless and self-seeking defection going on here and there is not for the interest of this country, but for the politicians involved. This is not new news now. Has there been a time where politicians had made decisions based on the interest of the country? Anytime a decision is made looking at the interest of the people, it is because that interest will benefit the politicians too. I've said this a million times. If you're waking up to it now, then you are late. Ima says killings. You can see the sycophancy by the federal government. So where's emergency rule? Where emergency rule is required could only get executive orders. Nigeria will hail thee. Our students are learning fast the new political cunning, semantics, dissolution and appointments of NANS executive for initial period of 6 months. Kudos to that. I'm before Ernest. Says students are learning fast in the new political cunning, semantics. Oh my God. So then you'd agree with me that we have a worse set of politicians coming up than what we already have now. That's what this would mean then, if I'm going to go by what you're saying. Stephen Igbiki says, good morning. On defections to the APC, I don't blame them. Wike destroyed PDP, and I don't think the PDP can defeat Tinubu come 2027, but this shows to getting into one-party system. Jeffet Ibekwe, by warning pro-Fubara protesters, I think the sole administrator... Oh, I missed that one. You have to bring that up again. It's so disheartening that selfishness and personal interests have killed opposition parties in Nigeria's political system. Stephen Ibiki says, on the first one to APC, I don't blame them. We got this, okay. And I don't think the PDP can. We took that already. By one pro-Fubara protesters, I think the Solar Administrator is praying for the extension of the emergency rule in Rivers State. That's Jefeti Bekwe. Lorenzo Delight then says supporters are here protesting while the governor is begging. Is that what it is? Okay. Secondly, I think when I took the headline yesterday, I made it clear, unless they've been facts or to back up that the fact that the governor went to meet with the president, and then if he met with the president, who said he was begging? It's politics now. Politics is give and take. You'd have conversations, okay? I mean, you heard the president talk about how he was working with the FCT minister. You want me to do this? Okay, I want you to do this for me. If it becomes like this, I might have to remove you. This is the politics, understand? You have to have something you bring to the table when you have to, with regards to making this sort of decision. So to say it's begging, I think it doesn't add up. You can visit the president and they could have discussions and make decisions. That's if it has been proven that he was in London to see the president, because as at now, I haven't seen any statement from anywhere to confirm that indeed happened. Justice Ori says, congratulations to Forum Fred for emerging acting president of National Union of Rivers State Students. Okay, I blame Damagun for what is happening in PDP. He allowed the enemies of the party to deceive him. Thank God abilities. Kifu Piro says, will they declare the governor's seat vacant as he defects? No, the laws doesn't cover governor. I don't think it does. No, it doesn't. The laws doesn't cover governors. No, it doesn't. I don't think it does. As amended, it didn't. I don't think it does. So I'd have to be sure. I don't think it does. Why the defection? What is Tinubu doing that one would emulate? These politicians don't know what they really want. We are not India now. We would not know some. There are other things that could be very enticing now, that could be beneficial to their states that they want to get. I don't know, but hopefully we would have. Hopefully we get maybe one of the commissioners from Delta State, and then we'd have a conversation. So maybe we'll get an idea then what the governor saw and why they chose the path that they had chosen. Gift in Sirim says, innocent citizens are dying on a daily in Benue and Plateau State, and the president is demanding for a new security blueprint while he declares state of emergency in peaceful state. What an irony. Patrick Amadi says, protest every time. Governor Fubara supporters, one of the problems is having they should take things easy. Gift in Sirim says, Abubakar's greed has finally destroyed the PDP. That's Mark Amadi on plethora of messages. All right, to the phone lines quickly. Let's quickly get your views. Let's start with Chima and Rumokuta. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Ifemi.
All right.
Mr. Ifemi, those that are trying to truncate the administrator in River State or the martial action in River State, I want to say that don't they understand or didn't they know, even if it is speculation, that the person they are demonstrating for is secretly negotiating himself into power through the back door. Don't they know that what they are doing is to warn his own activities or his plans? Now the issue is that if the speculation, whether it is truth or not truth, are we not understanding the desperation of the suspended governor? Now if actually you want to come back as a governor, do you know where your problem lies? Because you have already said that you have a political father, which you mentioned his name to the open. And now you're passing through back, overpassing him. I thought it was going to work. Now what I want to say, if actually it is truth, and if actually the way we're hearing it, that the president wants to do some kind of bad thing with the supreme governor without the consent of our leader, EMBK, that will be a sham. And that will be the last. That is a very big mistake the president wants to do.
All right.
EMBK has gotten everyone he has because of the president. So we want to come in anyway, want to work against the EMBK now. Whoever people will not be happy about it.
All right, Chima, thank you. But why can't the governor, if the governor can talk with the president now, he is a governor, you should understand that. And as a governor, he doesn't need the permission of anybody to go have a meeting with the president. So the president wants to see the governor, you say that the governor will ask permission from anybody? No, he wouldn't. The same way the president appointed the FCT minister into his cabinet, if the president has things to discuss with the governor, he can do it. But what's interesting for me is, what happens if by chance the governor defects to the APC, because then it's going to be very tricky politically, because, I mean, the lawmakers now cannot defect again. With the Supreme Court judgment, that move has been killed. If they do it, it simply, I mean, everybody now knows what it's going to mean directly. So, all right. And then we all know that the lawmakers and other political parties in the state and in the country all are, singing the praises of the president. So imagine if the governor was to defect to the APC, he's now with the president. That's what it means. So if you are attacking him or doing things to make him look bad, well, it would technically mean that you are trying to fight the interest of the president. It's going to be interesting. We are waiting. JJ and Remy, let's see what happens politically. Good morning.
Andrew, I listened to one Mr. Hector who said he is the aide to the sole administrator, River State. That they gave the sole administrator sweeping powers to do and undo, warning same supporters, that's including yours truly right now, that the protests and this. One, nobody gave Ibas, the administrator, any sweeping power. I have the gazette with me, in front of me here. They said it will liaise first with the Federal Executive Council. Later, it was converted that it is the National Assembly that will regulate whatever is doing here. So, Mr. Hector, get this clear that nobody gave your boss a sweeping powers. And people also have the right to protest. But why calling sin, for goodness sake? Because the way people also protested, you never thought that one right. That one is good for you, so they don't commit anything. So same people now are the ones that is being called anytime. Bros, stop calling sin. They have a right to protest, for goodness sake. Maybe you even stop movements in River State now. Then what shocked me to my bone marrow is the man who said, when they give you umbrella today, tomorrow, you will not convert it to broom. Can you convert vote? Is not the one hailing Okowa, hailing Oborewori, hailing every other person that defected from the PDP to A2C. Why do we have double standard for something that is so stable? So for me, that is not good. And conclusively...
All right, JJ, unfortunately, we don't have all that time.
I think it's a good one.
We have to go to Leighton Barry in Bori. Good morning. All right, we lost the call from Leighton Barry. In Rumudara, God's Power is on the line. Good morning, God's Power.
Good morning, Andrew. My name is Ayuba God's Power.
All right, go on.
Andrew, it is written that no man can see the Father except through the Son. But in the case of River State,
that is for God, though. We no use God come put for politics, so. I guess to clarify.
The government is upon his shoulder. And coming to River State, Andrew, I am very sure that if there's anything that is going on at the background, I believe that nothing will be hidden and nothing will be taken away from the political father of him, which is Iyenweke. And if there's any truth in the River State political impasse, I think Iyenweke will be at the center of the roundtable discussion. So my happiness today is that the suspended governor has realized that for all this while he was deceived, it is time to go back to his roots, just like the prodigal son that came back to meet his father. So nobody should be panicked. If God is about to make River State to be peaceful, I think so be it, because as it stands now, Simfubra has no option than to go back to his father. And lastly, for the sole administrator planning at the protesters, I think the supporters of Sim does not know what time it is. Because when you are playing politics, you must understand the body language of who you are following. At this point, I would advise them to stay calm and allow their political leader, which is Sim, to do what he's doing, because they are the people that are distracting the man.
All right, God's Power. Thank you. Let's go to Ida from Inkoro quickly. Ida, good morning.
Andrew, good morning.
You're welcome.
Governor seem have only one father that is from Okupo in the Okupo community. Good love. Somebody must made you. Somebody made Honorable that from Nkoro. The person is not my father. I must not bow down to person, human being. I only bow down to God. I must not take power from person. Power comes from God. You made person governor. We can make person. Something made we get to. If the governor of Rivers want to go and Tinubu, he must not pass through Wike. Wike rule Rivers 8 years. Nobody disturbed him. We let Akuku Peter say, who is our brother, vote for Ian Wike, fight. Wike come back to power. Look at what's happening in Okubolo. Women come out to support this Wike. Why not you support this particular person if you say you love the person? If you say you love Rivers people, what you bring for Rivers State is state of emergency. You are asking Amechi, what do you bring as a minister? You bring hardship. Somebody from another state to rule your state. You are happy. People defected to APC. You are happy. My brother, anywhere Governor Sim go, I on the Bidafon will go with him. If you go to APC today, I will go with him. Because what Governor Sim is looking for is peace in Rivers State and love. So whatever place Governor Sim go, we will go. Today, protest must go on. Nobody will stop that protest.
All right, Temple in HA, good morning. All right, Temple, thank you. I think we would look at the statements again and the totality of it. Meanwhile, on X, you can also drop your messages at Nigeria Info PH. Remember, the number to call is 0817-923-0002. 0817-923-0007. Any of those numbers and get through to us in the studio this morning. Quickly then, okay, on WhatsApp, we've got a plethora of messages. See how many of them we can take before. All right, Ogojana Justice, if says the governor should defect to the APC now, and let's see the fate of the lawmakers. And Abuja man is being sidelined from the look of things. Ogojana Justice. It's disheartening that selfishness and personal interests have killed the opposition in Nigeria. Christian Williams. That's coming in from you. All right, we'll see if we can take two more calls at least. Frank from D-Line, good morning.
Good morning, if you hear me.
All right, quickly.
Yeah, let me react on the defection of Governor Sheriff Obrowori and other top PDP members in Delta State, where I don't see it as a good news in terms of Nigerian politics, because what we are passing through today in the House of Ahmed Bola Tinubu government is not good, but they are joining APC now. It means that we are going to continue this till end of Tinubu 8 years. They would have.
No, Frank, I don't think it means anything.
PDP. Why are they rushing to APC? Is that a solution of Nigeria today? As far as though, thank you and God bless you.
All right, Frank. Okay, quickly. I don't think it means anything now. The governor, the commissioners are only how many people? Their votes only count for them. So I don't think it should mean that an election automatically would be won by the president in Delta State. Like, let's understand this. There's a mindset that we carry that's really, I don't know, mind-boggling. You are Nigerians. You have the right. In Lagos State, we saw what happened in the elections now. It was all APC, governor, house of... But then the president lost in Lagos State in the election. It was very clear. So it simply means that whoever is defecting or doing anything shouldn't or doesn't, unless maybe there are other things that happen in the politics and how they win elections that we don't know. Otherwise, whoever can defect and realign their policies with any political party are free to do so. But at the end of the day, it is the people that would look at whoever is coming and decide to vote. Unless people don't vote independent of their mind, then we can have another conversation. Uche Ken is on the line. Good morning, Uche Ken.
Yes, Andrew, good morning, sir.
You're welcome.
Yes, I called from Abuja this morning. I want to talk about the Tinubu meeting with the security chiefs to end the security and killings in the country. It is a good one because what matters most is the life of the citizen you are governing. That is a welcome development. Then finally, Mr. Warding said they alleged the movement by the suspended governor and taking unaware to the taking Wike's camp unaware is a good one. I want to say, like from where I am calling from, Wike's camp we are not taking unaware. Like you have stated earlier, we are waiting to hear from the correspondent, isn't it? But I can say it without missing words. that Wike was first visited by the suspended governor, and we was directed to go meet the president. So there is nothing happening in the River State or affairs of the president and suspended governor that Wike is not aware. This is the simple truth to anybody that cares to listen. As for the simplified women, he don't do now. When I got there, they beg. When I did they protest. What is the protest for? I take a bow.
All right, Uche, thank you. And again, we don't know of beg. In politics, people can hold meetings. I think we should make that very clear. I think some other people have also said it. And it's not just the fact that they say beg. It's how we try to make it look like people have a right to protest for whatever reason that they want to. They should be allowed to. And then governors and political gladiators and stakeholders have rights to meet and have conversations and negotiate things. I don't think that should be termed as begging. Unless I don't know anything about how the things work in the politics. So, because I'm pretty sure that if you are coming for anything or you want anything politically, you hold meetings with the people that have conversations and exchange will be made. At the end of the day, everybody moves on. All right, good news from our three. Unfortunately, we don't have all the time, so we'll just have to let that call slide and take some more messages. This person says, Blessed from Malu, Delta State Governor is deputy or commissioner defected APC from PDP. I'm not surprised because they're all fighting for their stomach affair. Patrick Amadi says, yeah, you're protesting. Okay, I think I just corrected that already. Oh, good morning. It's unfortunate that Delta State Governor would dump a party that brought him into power for selfish interest. It was unfortunate. Are we shocked? Sometimes Nigerians, when we say the things we say, I'm wondering if, like, we're quick to forget. Is it not in this country again? Like, why would somebody from Delta State was talking to me and I'm like, are you shocked by politicians and how they do? Are you shocked? These things are, it's them. It's how they I think the president said it best. You want to wrestle with a pig and you don't want to get dirty. How? That's what it means going into Nigerian politics. You want to wrestle with a pig. You don't want to get dirty. It's not easy to play politics in Nigeria with clear conscience and, moral standing. They'll make it so hard for you. I joined Bode George to ask for Wike and Atiku to leave the PDP to the APC so that the PDP can breathe. All right. Nobody forced me to join APC in 2013, so I see no reason why President Tinubu is forcing Nigerians to join my party after destroying Nigeria. Clever, Sonny. Like I said, anybody can go join any political party. It does not guarantee that everybody will now vote for the president or vote for any individual because some people in that state joined the party. Let's get that clear. All right, we'll go for a commercial now. Business News follows afterwards. Good morning.
Nigeria Info. Right back after this.